Hi everyone, welcome to History 100, Survey of Early Western Civ online. My name is Professor John Diffley. I'll be the professor for this course this semester. I just want to take a brief minute to welcome you all, and in this video I'm just going to walk you through where everything is in the course, kind of give you a quick tour of the class. So again, this is the welcome page here for our class. This just has some information here. First part comes from the college, has my contact information down here again. Important here, email, best way to get in touch with me, undoubtedly. You can call me at my office. I'm in and out. I have a lot of meetings, so you might have to leave a message, but email, I check all the time. So best way to get in touch with me. See my office hours down here, and I do by appointment. These are my posted ones. If these don't work for you, just let me know and we can figure something out there. So, all right, so let's take a walk through the course real quick. Let's go over here. So this is the welcome page. Let's go over to announcements. The announcements page for the class. You can see there's nothing here yet. That's because it hasn't posted yet. Class hasn't started. It starts as you see up here, Tuesday, September 3rd. But in this area is where you're going to find all the important course announcements that I send out. These announcements are also, and this is important, sent to your stick email addresses. So make sure you're checking your email. So you'll get them there, all the information in them. You don't necessarily always have to come to this announcements page as long as you're checking your email. Announcements here will be, about reminders, anything added to the course, or anything, that I would normally announce in the beginning of the start of each class, say if we're in person, you would find here. So let's move on through the course, go to the course information section. Course information section here for our purposes is the syllabus, and this is the syllabus for our class here. Now to access it, you just click on the link there and it opens up here for you to view. This is a PDF, so you could print it if you like. If you want a hard copy, you can download it so you can look at it on your own machine here. But this is the syllabus. Part of your first week's assignment here is to read the syllabus. That's really the major part of your assignment here. See, it has course descriptions. These are general learning outcomes and objectives. These are big picture ideas. You'll see specific learning objectives for each chapter. All the material, like what I want you to learn about history, are covered in somewhere else. It'd be way too long to list out everything here. So these are big picture skills that we want you to get out of the course. Here again is the required textbook. There's only one required textbook here that I just highlighted, Making of the West, Peoples and Cultures, Volume 1. Very important, get Volume 1. I'm also teaching History 101, which is Modern Western Civ, and that has Volume 2. So for you guys here, we are looking for Volume 1. 5th edition. If you are going to, the book is available at the Stick library for free. There is one there. You can just go into the library and you can take it out for 3 hours. But the book is being sold at the Stick bookstore, which you can get located in Building 19, but you could also get it online. If you're going outside the bookstore, say Amazon or something like that, make sure you use this ISBN number here. It'll make sure you get the right edition. Other editions have significantly different page numbers at times, so it may get confusing, things like that. So, grade and evaluation, you see here in the syllabus, there are 5 categories. There's an introduction, quiz, and discussion board, which I'll talk about in another video. You have unit quizzes, there's midterm, a final, and then there are discussion boards, and you can see the category weighting here for each of them. Format, attendance policy for this class. Well, it's online, which I'm hoping you already knew. This is an online class, so there's no in-person meetings. But so the way everything's rolled out in this course and organized is by week. Units, modules. The school's been going towards the term module, so that's what we use here. So each week I will roll out a new module. Each module will cover a single chapter in the textbook, along with any other required materials, such as, and I'll show you these in a little bit. What are they? Lecture slides, lecture slides with copious notes in them for you to read and all of that. Each week there'll be a quiz at the end of the chapter, for, based on the chapter, and a discussion board. And we'll talk about those in a little bit. But each week you'll have one chapter a week. That week you'll have to do the required reading, take the quiz and answer the discussion board. That will be essentially what you're going to have to do each week. And again, I'll show you some of that there. As you can see, the rest of the syllabus is pretty straightforward. It talks about rules for the course, things like that. Again, we'll come back to this in a second. So, all right, that's course information. Now we're going to go to this link over here on the left, the course content. Click on that. Course content is where you will find all the materials for this class, all the history stuff. So the way I'm going to roll them out each week, a module 1, module 2, as you see. So this is the first week, module 1. Second week of class is what you're going to have to do here. For the beginning here, I opened 2 of them if you wanted to get a jump on it, but usually it'll be 1 a week. So they will pop out as modules. What happens when you click on a module? I'll show you one from the from when we actually start getting in the textbook. Again, I'll have another video on module 1, course intro materials, in another video that I'll post to Blackboard. So the way the modules will work here is you go into them. I give you a weekly work plan, so 7 things you need to do or should do that week. This is an order you can that I've selected. You could do them in different orders, but I say give it a try here. One thing you might want to do is, as you're looking through the chapters, have the lecture slides open too, which also have notes, because they go hand in hand. But yeah, the way the modules work is, you see, you can jump here on the table of contents, or using this arrow button here, just click on it and it'll move through. So that's the weekly work plan. Again, as you'll see, for each chapter in there, I give you big idea learning goals and objectives. So these are the big focus here. As you can see, identify and discuss key characteristics of hunter-gatherers, Neolithic Revolution, these things. There will be a video for each week, a big overview video, so I won't go too into detail right now about this stuff. That'll be in the week unit 2 materials, chapter 1. But then the way it's organized, you go to the next one, this is a part lecture slides here. So the way this works is I give you lecture slides both in PowerPoint and PDF form. These lecture slides cover everything for the week, the big topics there. You can simply download these and save them to your machine. And then you can view them that way while I'm waiting for this one to open and download. I also provide them in PDF format if you don't have PowerPoint to take a look at. It's taking an extremely long time. All right, so it's open now, the slideshow. So these lecture slides cover a lot of the material. See, a lot of them, some of them are heavily text, because this is stuff I would have said in class in many ways. So big important thing here with all these, there's a notes section, which is down here. You can toggle that just by simply hitting notes. We're down here, and you expand it, pulling it up in that, and so there's material here, and then more material in there. Again, I'll cover this in another one, but so again, these will be materials I would have talked about and shown in class if we were in person. So they have definitions. Some of these has notes as we move along that give a little bit more detail, as you can see on this one. So here, like this key, a very a standard one, I'll say hunter-gatherer's way of life, key characteristics. I'll give you some bullet points. And down here are, it's fleshed out. You can see this a lot. Well, this is what I would talk about in class. Some of this is in your textbook as well, but it's really important to read these notes. The notes here are as important as what is in that big slide up there. So make sure you look through those, read through them. Again, I'll give you this for each chapter, covering key topics. Lots of images whenever I can, things like that. Again, here's a good one here. Again, the with some notes in the bottom there. So that you'll have for each one. You go through. The next big thing I'll give you each week are videos. A lot of these are crash course videos. You may have seen these. They're published, created by PBS. These are very well done videos that have a lot of historians working on them, a lot of good production value. One of the nice things, too, is you can tell as you watch through these videos, a lot of it is based on the textbook we're using in this class. So the information in these videos is very good and mirrors everything you have in the class. So Big thing about these videos, the way to look at them, they are good overviews. They cover a lot of the stuff that I cover in the slides and the textbook, but here's a condensed version of that in 11 minutes. Animations, that whole thing. I also say these are very good to use at the end of the week after you've done all the work as sort of a review. As you're studying for them. As you'll see, there's a few videos as we go through. Here's another one. And another one on Mesopotamia. Here I broke this down, broke it so the slides aren't huge. Here's one on ancient Egypt to give you an idea. Again, there'll be more on the videos. And then a link to your discussion board. I'll also add another little drop down here, which will be a link to the exams. All right, so that's course content. Let's go over to discussion boards. You'll have discussion boards each week. One, you'll have a general discussion board. It says ask questions about the course. But then there are other discussion boards for each week. Again, here's an introduction one. Here's a question I ask you in Unit 2. And I'll have another video for these later, but just give you an idea, that's where discussion boards are. Another quick link here is the exams and quizzes. Exams and quizzes will be posted in here. But in course content for each module, I'll have a link that brings you over to the exam over here. Here, you can see as I turned on edit mode, here's the course quiz. It will open up, on Monday. That begins each week. And then you'll have usually to the end of the week to complete them. Other things over here about the course, your My Grades section. I don't want to click on this because it'll show you my entire grade book with everybody in the class and all your information. I don't want to share that out there. But your grade book that will be there, and it'll show you all grades and due dates and things like that. Calculated running grade based on the weighted materials, the weighted categories that you saw in the syllabus. So everybody will have that. Other links here. Under student resources. Our help sections created by the school. They're very good. So if you have questions, I say, about technical questions, check here first, and then you can contact me, and I will try to help you the best I can, or point you to someone at STIC who can. Even though I teach online, my background is in history and law and ethics. It is not computer science, so I am not always the best IT help person, but for simple things I can help you with. And so you get in touch with me, and then I can try to point. If I can't help you, I'll point you in the right direction. All right, well, that is an overview of the course. Good luck in the class. I know you guys are going to rock it and do great. Please do not hesitate to get in touch with me if you have any questions about anything, the materials, what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. If this was an in-person class, you could see me and we could go over these things, but because it's online, don't hesitate to email me. One thing about email, though, last thing here, give some turnaround time on emails. If you email me during the day, normal business hours, I usually get back to you right then, but, once the night comes, I do have a family and other commitments, so I can't always get to your emails, at 1 a.m., but I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. 48 hours is the outside there, but just get in touch with me. But again, good luck in the course. I know you guys are going to do great. I hope you learn some things as we go through here about our collective history, and I look forward to working with you. Have a good one.